The today's topic is traveling salesman problem. Yesterday we have seen Floyd Warshall. In Floyd Warshall, we have seen how the all pair shortest path problem was solved. How we were calculating the minimum distance from all pairs of vertices to all other pairs of vertices. So here, this is a traveling salesman problem, and I have drawn a graph in front of you. You can see the graph on the left hand side of the screen, and there are this is a two directional graph if you can see, and a lot of edges are there. So in order to simplify this graph, let me draw the matrix so that you can easily understand that what is the distance between one vertex to other vertex. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. There are total 4 vertices, therefore I am drawing 4 vertices. So distance from 1 to 1 will be 0, 2 to 2 will be 0, 3 to 3 will be 0, 4 to 4 will be 0. What is the distance from 1 to 1? 1 to 1 it is 0, 1 to 2 it is 1, it is 1, it is 3, it is 2, it is 5, it is 1, it is 1, 4, 3, 4, 3 and 2, 4 to 3, 4 to 3 is 4 to 3, yes, it is 2. So this is a matrix. So using this matrix, you can easily understand that what are the distances between the two nodes. So first of all, I will explain you what is a traveling salesman problem, why they have given it a traveling salesman problem. Let's say I'm a salesman. Okay, I'm a salesman and currently I reside in Kanpur and अब मैं क्या करना चाहता हूँ आई वॉन्ट टू सेल समथिंग आई वॉन्ट टू सेल सम प्रोडक्ट ओके सो द नियर बाई cities are Lucknow, Noida, Delhi. Okay, the nearby cities are Lucknow, Noida, Delhi. Let's say one is Kanpur. The nearby cities are Lucknow, Noida, and Delhi. Okay, these are the 4 cities, and I want to sell this product. Okay, so what I want to do, let's say I want to sell my product to Lucknow. So what is the minimum cost, or you can say what is the minimum distance which I will travel to go to Lucknow from Kanpur in the minimum cost. Okay, all the weights which are given on the edges, they are cost, and I have to traverse from Lucknow to Kanpur. Although you can see a direct path is there from Kanpur to Lucknow, which is 1. So we have to check whether there is any such path which is lesser than 1. Or if I have to go from Kanpur to Noida, so there is already a path of 3 distance, 3 weight, 3 cost. So is there any other path from Kanpur to Noida which is lesser than this? This is a type of question which we were solving in the yesterday problem of Floyd Warshall. We were computing the distance between the two vertices from every two vertices to from other every two vertices. This is what we were doing in Floyd Warshall. But what we will do in traveling salesman problem में क्या होगा कि अगर हम डिस्टेंस जैसे मैं हूँ आई एम रिसाइडिंग इन कानपुर एंड आई वांट टू सेल समथिंग इन नोएडा और लखनऊ और दिल्ली. So what I will do after selling my product? I have to travel to sell my product to Noida. I have to travel to sell my product to Delhi. And then what I will do after? I have to return back to Kanpur. This is a traveling salesman problem. Okay, now I hope you understand the point. Here we have to go to that vertex and also return back to the source vertex. और हम लोग फ्लॉयड वार्शल में क्या कर रहे थे? We were simply computing distance from one vertex to other vertices. We were not returning back to the source vertex. But here in traveling salesman problem, if I have to travel and sell my product to in Noida, then I will travel to Noida using minimum path, and I will go to Noida, and after I will sell my product there, and then I will have to return back also using minimum path, using minimum cost. Okay, this is called as a traveling salesman problem. So traveling salesman problem, if you want to define how a traveling salesman problem is, this is a problem to find the minimum cost in traveling from one vertex to all other vertices, and also return back to the source vertex. I hope you are understanding this point. For example, let's say this is a graph and we have to solve this graph, and just simply let's suppose I have to, what is the minimum path? Let's say one minimum path is 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 1. Why 1? Why this? Because we have to return back to our source place. And the cost of this path is what? Let's say the path cost, total cost is 10. There is another path 1 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 3, 3 to 1. And the cost of this whole mini path is 8. There is another path 1 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 2, 1, 2 to 1. The cost of this path is, please mute your mic, and this is 2. And on comparing these three costs, please mute your mic, whoever mic is on. On comparing these three costs, you can see that 2 cost is the minimum. So this is the minimum cost. And what is this? This is the minimum cost path. Minimum path. Okay. So in the questions of TSP, traveling salesman problem, we have to calculate two problems. First of all, we have to calculate the minimum cost. We have to calculate this, and after calculating the minimum cost, we have to calculate the minimum path. So first of all, we will be calculating the minimum cost, then we will be calculating the minimum path. I hope you have understood the problem. The problem is very simple. To find out the minimum cost in traveling from one vertex to all other vertices, we have to travel from one vertex to every other vertex, and we have to return back also to the source vertex. And while doing so, what will be the minimum cost? We have to calculate that minimum cost, and after calculating that minimum cost, we will be traversing the path, which path we have followed to get that minimum cost. So by this way, we will get the minimum path also. So this is how we are going to solve the problem. Now let's start the problem. Okay. Okay. First of all, let's start. Okay. So let's say we are currently standing at 1, and we have to find the minimum cost from 1. Our source vertex is 1. And we have to go to all other vertices. 1 to 2 we have to go, 1 to 3 we have to go, 1 to 4 we have to go, and then what we have to do, then we have to return back to 1 also. So how we are going to solve this question using traveling salesman problem? Everybody please look on the screen. In next 20 minutes you will understand everything. This is very simple. Only patience is required, your concentration is required. So what is a step 1? This step 1 will solve everything. So our source vertex is what? From where we are starting? We are starting from 1. Okay. T means traveling. We are traveling from 1. And what are our options? What are our options? From where? From 1 to where we can travel? We can travel to 2. We can travel to 3. We can travel to 4. Okay. We can travel to 1. We can travel to 2. Sorry, we can travel to 1 to 2, 1 to 3, 1 to 4. These are the 3 options which are available when you are standing at 1, when your source vertex is 1. Okay, then you have to calculate the minimum cost out of the available options. So what are the options available? Either we can go 1 to 2, we can take this path also, we can take 1 to 3, we can take 1 to 4. These paths we can take. Okay. Let's take, we have taken this 1 to 2. We have taken the path 1 to 2. Then what we have to do? We reached at 2. Then what to do? We reached at 2. We are at 2. Now what to do? Now we have to go from 2 to 3 and 4. Now we have to go from 2 to 3 and 4. We don't know how to, whether we have to go from 2 to 3 or 2 to 4. We don't know that. But we know that now we have, now our next problem is we reached at, we have taken the path 1 to 2, and after taking the 1 to 2, we are at 2. We are at 2. And since we are at 2, then what we have to do? We are available with two options. We have to go from 2 to 3 or 2 to 4. Okay. These are our options. Let's take, let's suppose I have taken the path 1 to 3. I have not taken the path 1 to 2. I have taken the path 1 to 2. Is everybody listening what I am saying? Just listen and focus on the screen what I am writing. Just listen and focus on the screen what I am writing. In next 15-20 minutes, you will understand what is TSP is. Okay, don't waste time in other things. Just focus on your screens. Minimum of I have not taken this time. I have not taken this path 1 to 2. Right now I was in 1, and now I will take the path 1 to 3. And since I have taken the path, so what are our options now? Now we are standing at 3. So where we can go from 3? I can go from 3 to 2 or 3 to 4. These are our options. Let's suppose I have also not taken 1 to 3. I have taken 1 to 4. And since I have taken 1 to 4, so where I am standing right now? I am standing at 4. So what are now our options? Now from 4 to we can go to 2 or we can go to 3. Okay, these are our options. I hope you are understanding everything. Okay. So what you know in this? What you know? You know 1 to 2. You know 1 to 3. You know 1 to 4. These distances you know. If you see this thing, then these distances you know. What is 1 to 2? You have to calculate these things. And out of these things, whichever will be the minimum, that will be the minimum cost. So let's, and we don't know this. We know this. So let's write this. What is 1 to 2 distance? It is only 1. What is this? We don't know. We have to calculate. We will calculate later. What is 1 to 3? 1 to 3 is also 1. What is 1 to 4? 1 to 4 is also 3. Okay. So it is 1 to 3. So now we have to calculate these terms, because without calculating these terms, we cannot calculate this question. Okay, that is why we have to calculate these terms. So let's try calculating these terms. So step 2 is what? We will now calculate T of 2, 3, 4. Very easy. Now we will calculate this. And third step will be what? T of 3, 2, 4. And fourth step will be what? T of 4, 2, 3. Okay. So this will be what? Minimum of what to do now? What to do now? We are standing at 2. You are having two options from 2. You can go to 2 to 3. You can go to 2 to 4. Let's suppose you have taken the path 2 to 3. If you have taken the path 2 to 3, so now you are standing at 3. Now you are standing at 3. Okay, now you are standing at 3. Now you have to travel from this. Now you are standing at 3. And now since you are standing at 3, so what is your option now? Only one option is there. Now you can go to 4. Okay, this is what you can do from here. So let's say you have not taken the path 2 to 3. Now since you have not taken the path 2 to 3, what is your only option left? 2 to 4. Now you have taken 2 to 4. And since you have taken 2 to 4, so where are you right now? You are at 4 because you have traveled this far 2 to 4. So you are standing at 4. So what is your option left now? Only 3. So you will traverse now 3. So you have to calculate this value also. Okay, because if you will calculate this value, then only you can calculate this value. Okay, so let's calculate this value. What is 2 to 3? What is 2 to 3? 2 to 3 is what? Is 5. What is 2 to 4? What is 2 to 4? It is 1. Okay, rest we don't know. We don't know this, we don't know this. Okay, why we don't know? I will explain you later. Before that, let's calculate this. Again, minimum of 3 to 2 is one option, 3 to 4 is one option. Plus. Okay? This is how we are solving it. Let's suppose we have taken the path 3 to 2 and we have not taken the path 3 to 4. Let's say if we have taken the path 3 to 2, then we are right now at 2. We are standing at 2. And since we are standing at 2, what is the vertex which is left? Only 4. If we have taken the path 3 to 4, then right now we are standing at 4. And since we are standing at 4, so what is left? Only 2. Okay. So this is left. I hope you are understanding the 3 to 4 and how we are solving this question. So we know the distance 3 to 2. 3 to 2 distance is what? It is 4. You can see the matrix 3 to 2, 3 to 2, 3 to 2. Yes, it is 4. And 3 to 4 is only 3. So we can calculate this thing. So now calculate this thing also. So minimum of we are standing at right now 4. So what are options available with us? We can go from 4 to 2 and we can also go from 4 to 3. Let's suppose I have taken the path 4 to 2. So I am standing at 2. And so what is the option left with us? Only 3. And suppose if I have taken the path 4 to 3. So where I am standing right now? 3. What is left? 2. See, it is very easy. So what is 4 to 2? 4 to 2 is 3 plus. What is 4 to 3? It is 2 plus. But again, we don't know this, 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 we don't know this. We don't know these terms. So we have to calculate these terms also. How to calculate these terms? Let's understand this problem. Okay. So first of all, one by one, we will be calculating all these terms. So how we will be calculating all these terms? Please write this matrix on there because I am turning the page now. Please write this matrix, take a snapshot while I am solving these questions. Please solve this question with me. If you are not just looking at the video and not solving these questions with me, then it will be very difficult. Then you have to re-watch this video, then only you can understand the thing. Okay, please keep solving, keep comparing the values, whatever I am writing and seeing the matrix. So keep doing these things with me only. Okay, so now what I am doing, now I am calculating the value T of, just a minute, I am changing, going to next page. Yes. So now what I am doing, is I am calculating this T of fifth step, T of 3, 4. Okay, now this is only left. What does this mean? This means I can go from where? Only one option is there, 3 to 4. And 3 to 4 is only one option. What else I can do? What is, now we are standing at where? We are standing at 4. Where else you can go? I am writing null here. But where actually you have to go? This null means you have to go where? You have to go to original vertex. The first vertex from where you have started your journey, from where this salesman has started his journey, and that vertex is 1. Okay. So, but you have to write here it as null because now nothing, this is no other place is available to go. Okay. So now this null means now you have to go to your source vertex. This null has a representation. Don't understand this thing that you are not going nowhere. This null means now you have done your work. You have sell your product. The salesman have traveled the whole distance and sell his product. Now he has to return to his original vertex. This null means this. Okay. So what is 3 to 4? If you have written the matrix in your copies, then you know that 3 to 4 is 3 and 4 to null means 4 to 1 you have to go. And 4 to 1 is what? I'm just going to the vertex. Please write it in your copies. 4 to 1 is what? It is 4. It is 4. Okay. 4. So it is 7. It is 7. Now I will calculate T of 4, 3. So 4 to 3 and now 3 to null. So this will become 4 to 3 is what? 2. 3 to null means 3 to 1. You will go from 3 to the original vertex, which is 1. So this will be 3. Now I will calculate 2 to 4. So I will go from 2 to 4 and 4 to null. So 2 to 4 is 1 and 4 to 1 is 4. So this is 5. Now I will take 4, 2. So what options I am having? 4 to 2 plus 2 to null. This means 4 to 2 is what? 3. And 2 to null means 2 to 1. So this is 2, 2. This is 5. Now 2 are left. T of 2, 3. So 2 to 3 plus 3 to null means 3 to 1. So 2 to 3 is what? 5 plus 1 and which is equal to 6. Now what else is remaining? T of 3, 2. 3 to 2 plus 2 to null. 3 to 2 is 4. 2 to 1 is 2. It is 6. Now insert all these values in the respective place. What is 3 to 4? What is T 3 to 4? It is 7. What is 4 to 3? This is what is this value? This value we have calculated below as 3. Okay. Now what is this? 2 to 4. 2 to 4 we have calculated as 5. What is 4 to 2? We have also calculated it as 5. Okay. What is 2 to 3? We have calculated it as 6 and this is also as 6. So now add up all these things. This is 7 plus 5 is 12. 4, 9, 8, 9, 8. Okay, now if you see the whole formula, you have to take the minimum value out of these two values. That is why we are taking the minimum value. We are checking out all the permutation combination. We are checking all the possible feasible solutions. If you remember the introduction class of dynamic programming, then you remember what we were doing in dynamic programming. What is the approach of dynamic programming? We check all the possible solutions. Okay, we check all the possible solutions. So if you are parallelly checking the time complexities of these dynamic programming applications, then they are very high. Okay, this is the reason, because here what we are doing, we are checking all the possible solutions, and after checking all the possible solutions, we are comparing the results and taking the minimum result and taking the minimum value. So what value we are going to select here? Let me change the color. So we will take this. This is minimum. This is minimum. This is minimum. Okay. So if you remember this, so what is this? T2 3, what is the value? It is 4. What is 3 to 4? This is 8. What is 4 to 3? 4 to 3, it is 8. Minimum value we have taken. Minimum values we have taken. Okay, so let's calculate this thing. This will be 5. This will be 9, this will be 11. So we have calculated all these things. Since we have calculated all these things, and this equation, this main first equation is giving us the solution, and we have to take the minimum result. So what is the minimum out of this 5, 9 and 11 is 5. So our final answer is what? 5. So minimum cost is equal to what? 5. Okay, I hope you are understanding this problem. This is equal to 5. This is the answer. This is the final answer. You can say minimum cost of
traveling. Okay, so this is the answer. So we have calculated the minimum cost of traveling. Now we have to calculate what? Now we have to calculate the minimum path. Very easy. Just check. We have taken the minimum values. Just traverse the path. Just traverse the path, or just traverse those equations whose values we have taken. We are available with these three. We are available with these three. We can go from there, here, and also here. But which equation we have took? We took this equation we took. Okay. So in this equation, this is the main equation which is used to calculate the answer. Which path is the starting path? 1 to 2. Okay. So this is the starting path. I will take this path. 1 to 2 is the starting path. I hope you can see the screen. It is going with me. 1 to 2 is the starting path. Okay. So while taking this path, this was our problem. So you have to go to this problem. Now I am coming to this problem. So I come to this problem. So which solution you have taken? This is the solution which you have taken, because this solution gives you the 4 answer, which is minimum. So you can see what path to travel. 2 to 4. 2 to 4. 2 to 4 is the path which I have to traverse. So I traverse the path 2 to 4. Okay. Then what you can do? Then 4 to 3, and there is only one option, 4 to 3. So obviously it is quite obvious that you will go from 4 to 3. Okay. And since you have traversed all the rest of the vertices, so what you will do from 3 to 1 you will go. Okay. So what is the answer which you got from the question is 5. You can also confirm after calculating the minimum path, you can also confirm your answer, whether the 5 minimum traveling cost is correct or not. So if you check the graph, if you have written in your copies, the path from 1 to 2 is what? It is 1. So path from 2 to 4. 2 to 4 is what? It is also 1. The path from 4 to 3 is what? It is 2. The path from 3 to 1 is what? 1. Okay. So just add up all these weights, 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1, which is equal to 5. And it is equal to the minimum cost of traveling, which we have calculated using our method of minimum traveling salesman problem. So by this way, you have to solve all these questions of traveling salesman problem. I think I have explained you in a very good manner, and you all have understood this problem. If you are having any problem, then I can go for another solution, because still we are having 25 minutes, I think. 15, okay, just 10:45. Okay, so I think we should practice one more question. हाँ बताइए.
सर ये पाथ आपने कैसे बनाया ये बता दीजिए. जैसे 4 to 3 कैसे आया सर?
4 to 3 कैसे आया? वेरी गुड क्वेश्चन. देखिए, आई हैव ये जो पाथ हमने लिया है, ठीक है, दिस इज द पाथ. ठीक है, दिस इज द पाथ विच वी हैव टू टेक. व्हाई विद दिस? बिकॉज दिस इज द मिनिमम. दिस इक्वेशन इज गिविंग अस द मिनिमम वैल्यू. So I have to take this equation. So this equation forces us to take with paths. With which path? 1 to 2. I hope this is clear. ये clear है Vatsal?
Yes,
1
sir.
to 2. So 1 to 2, if I have taken, then I have to solve this equation also. So I have to go to this equation. जब मैंने इस equation को solve किया है, तो मुझको इस equation में जाना पड़ेगा, तो मैं चला गया. When I have approached this equation, then again there are 2 options available with us, and which is the option which we have taken? This option we have taken, and this option we have not taken. So in this option, what path we have to follow? 2 to 4. So I will go from 2 to 4. Is it clear, Vatsal?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now we have approached to 2 to 4. Now what to do? Now this is left. 4 to 3. 4, 3 is option is there. If it is obvious from here only,
that you have to go from 4 to 3. Only one option is there, but still you want to check. Then go to that equation. Then we have solved this 4 3 where we have solved. This is where we have solved. And if you check this equation, what path I have taken? I have taken the path 4 to 3. Understanding? This is the path which I have taken, 4 to 3. Then 3 to null. 3 to null means what? 3 to starting vertex. So this is the path which you will take. Now you can confirm your answer also by checking the matrix. Is it clear, everybody? Is it clear, Rattan?
Yes, sir.
Nitin?